Hey everyone, this is Joel from Backroad Builds. I'm standing next to the newly redesigned Hobart Champion Elite 225. Besides the new look on the front of the machine, you will also notice it is about 3 inches shorter and around 100 pounds lighter than the previous model. The redesigned Champion Elite also features a new engine. It is a 23 horsepower Briggs Vanguard. Let's take a minute to walk around the machine and get familiar with the location of the maintenance items that you'll be working on to keep your machine running smoothly, and also go through the features on the front control panel. As you can see on the left side of the machine, we have the oil filter and oil drain. One thing I'd like to mention is when replacing your oil filter, make sure you order the OEM filter. The OEM filters are unique in that they contain an anti-drain bag valve so that the filter and oil gallery doesn't drain back to the sump, allowing a possible dry start each time. The oil and filter change interval can be found in your owner's manual, the maintenance label under the engine cover, or utilizing the fuel gauge on the front panel, which we will talk about shortly. On the right-hand side of the machine, this is where you will find the fuel filter located behind the side access door for easy viewing to see if it is dirty or needs replacing. Let's head around to the front and talk through some of the features you will find there. The fuel gauge has several functions. While the engine is running, it will display your fuel level and engine hours. It will also let you know if you are due for an oil change, running low on fuel, and also has a fault symbol that will flash codes that you can reference in the OM. The ignition switch is a 4-position switch with off, run idle, which allows the unit to drop down to low idle speed when there's not a weld or aux power load on it to help you save fuel. Run, which allows you to put the machine in high-speed lock, and of course start is to start the engine. With the engine off, you can put the ignition switch and run idle to see your engine hours, run to let you know when your next oil change is due, and you can also reset the 100-hour oil countdown timer. Once you reach 100 hours, the wrench symbol will flash on the fuel gauge, telling you that it's time to change your oil and filter. Once you have completed the oil and filter change, resetting the interval hours is easy. Simply turn the ignition switch from run to run idle 3 times and it will reset to 100 hours. If you are running low on oil between changes, there is a low oil pressure switch in the engine that will shut the engine down to prevent any damage. To the left we have the output amperage dial, along with a nice electrode size chart that corresponds to the amperage dial to help you set the machine quickly and easily. On the bottom half of the front panel is where you will find the weld studs and your auxiliary power outlets. Just like the previous model, we have the weld studs located under the 2 outside doors. Just lift them up and make your connections. Between these doors, we have a variety of receptacles for your auxiliary power needs. There are 2 120-volt single-phase receptacles, one of those being a GFCI, which offers protection to both receptacles. There is also a NEMA 14-50P 50-amp receptacle and a NEMA 6-50P 50-amp receptacle to choose from for your 240-volt single-phase power needs. Up top here we have the engine access door. When opened, you will have access to the air cleaner, oil dipstick, oil fill, and on the cover itself there is a maintenance label. It will give you all the information that you need for service intervals of the oil, air cleaner, pre-cleaner, spark plugs, along with the part numbers for the items that you need to service your machine. As you can see, the look of the new Champion Elite may have changed, but rest assured that you will continue to have the same quality and reliability that you have come to know over the years from Hobart Welders.